this week's show. We follow Solar Impulse on its incredible journey. We celebrate the 6th anniversary of Princess Stephanie's Maison de Vie initiative. And we visit the palace to see the work that is taking place in the Cour d'honneur. We start with Solar Impulse, which is continuing, with success, its travels around the globe. The solar-powered plane recently landed in Seville in Spain after crossing the Atlantic. The team, based at the control centre in Monaco, had approached this long and difficult stage with trepidation. Solar Impulse left New York and flew for over 70 hours to succeed in an amazing achievement, crossing the Atlantic Ocean in an aircraft powered only by the sun.
Bertrand Piccard a su manœuvrer de façon formidable. C'était vraiment.
Bertrand Piccard maneuvered the plane fantastically, and it was wonderful, as usual, but the happiness may have been a bit more intense because it was the crossing of the Atlantic, their return to Europe, and we're getting nearer to the end of the journey. But it's always intense moments, good moments that we share with the whole team.
Voilà, c'est toujours des moments intenses et c'est toujours des très beaux moments à vivre avec toute cette équipe.
The Solar Impulse team is now going to enjoy some well-deserved rest after their flight through the United States and over the Atlantic. The next stage will be the flight to Cairo, and then the final destination, Abu Dhabi, where Solar Impulse began its adventure on the 9th of March 2015. Time to head for the Maison de Vie in Carpentras. This location in the Vaucluse region was created 6 years ago by Princess Stephanie and is dedicated to people living with AIDS. Here they can rest, take a break and find the strength they need to continue life with this illness.
Je crois qu'on a rempli notre mission.
I think we've achieved our goals. Over 850 people have benefited from the centre during the last 6 years. And we have to turn some people down, so that proves how necessary it was to create a house like this one. It's a pity no other French regions create them too, because unfortunately the demand really is there. President of the Fight AIDS Association, Goodwill Ambassador for UNAIDS, Princess Stephanie has been committed to the fight against AIDS for many years. She was recently in New York for a top-level meeting in the presence of the United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. Some work is currently being undertaken in the Cour d'honneur of the princely palace. The restorers have been continuing their work that began last winter, several metres above ground and requiring a lot of patience and meticulous attention to detail. After the first stage, which aimed at bringing back to life the two facades in the court, they are now working on the arches of the Galerie Hercule, where they discovered some relics of Renaissance art. All the restorers are either from or teachers at the renowned Avignon School.
C'est un chantier tellement prestigieux.
It's a very prestigious and important work site, so it's a dream come true. We try to understand what the artists back then were trying to do, so it's almost as if we were in the 16th century. We try to see through their eyes and copy their actions, and that's fascinating.
On essaye de se mettre dans leur peau et de suivre leurs gestes et de reconstituer leurs gestes, et donc c'est passionnant à ce niveau-là.
With summer coming along, the work in the Cour d'honneur will take a break because the heat is incompatible with restoration techniques. Work will resume in September to make the Galerie Hercule even more majestic. We end with this Sinsemilia concert in the Principality to celebrate the Fête de la Musique. The group from the Isère region sang all the latest hits as well as some of their own compositions from their latest album, Un autre monde est possible, Another World is Possible. Time to go. See you next week.
Tous ces dirigeants qui s'en foutent, foutaise qu'on nous sert en retour. Tournons les pages et les talons, l'on fera, on ne fera pas longtemps. Tant pis, profitons jusqu'au boutiste de la connerie. Rions tant qu'il est encore temps. Tant qu'à faire semblant, faisons bien. Bientôt nous n'aurons plus le choix. Et nous n'aurons plus le choix. Puisqu'on y fonce tout droit. Puisqu'on y fonce tout droit.